I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. You can find me in the club, full up. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill up. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
At the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Eagles at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is incomplete. Look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Back to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sidney Brown in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes up the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
70 Lions.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they control the blocking and take care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there, and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Back to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. That went out wide and intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession.
But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Rainey. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Cardinals.
65 catch. 65. 70 range.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Ready. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. He'll field this at the 5. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants.
And got his man complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He'll look to throw. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now second and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Setting up the screen, Krosky married. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Rig! 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, cut 19, cut 19 right, Mustang 19, go!
2nd and 14. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, Paul.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up but up and up.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott doing all the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2nd and 11. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to claw one back.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Off play action. Rainey. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be taken at the 10. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series to be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're going to look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Walter Nolan,
The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw.
They'll try and do this himself.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
63, Cardinals 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Nolan Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Rainey under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready. 70 lock. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. This is Gibbons over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short one here, caught by McBride. 3rd and 5.
19 Lions! 18, 5 years!
Looking to throw. Rainey. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And
that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the early struggles continue as they'll
tell. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh, it's coming in through the mail. I'm a lane switcher, shape shifter, go grill, plane, so I could hear the